All right, it is exactly 4 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much for keeping it TV47, your home of untold stories. You're just in time for news now at 4 with I, Sheilar Chelangat. But first, the highlights. The highlights. IG Douglas Kanja confirms that Deputy IG Eliud Lagat was the complainant leading to the arrest of Albert Ojwang. LSK, civil society and lobby groups condemned the murder of influencer Ojwang as protests rock Nairobi. And former Kamukunji OCS denies role in Rex Masai murder. All right, thank you for joining. The 15 minutes of this bulletin begins now. The Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, has ordered the suspension of senior police officers at the Central Police Station in Nairobi following the death of Albert Ojwang in the cells. Kanja, who spoke at the Central Police Station where Ojwang died, ordered the interdiction with immediate effect. The officer commanding Station OCS Central Police Station and the duty officer on duty during the night in question. IG Kanja also confirmed that his deputy Eliud Lagat was a complainant in the case.
Given the circumstances surrounding the incident, it was necessary to investigate the death in accordance with regulations governing death in police custody and in line with the statutory requirements. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, was duly notified to commence investigations. Additionally, to ensure a thorough, impartial, and expeditious investigations by the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, I ordered the interdiction of the following officers with immediate effects. Number one is the officer commanding the station, that is the Central Police Station OCS, the duty officer who was on duty during the night in question, the cell sentry on duty at the time, all officers who were on duty at the report office that night, and any other officer found to have been on duty or otherwise involved during the incident.
And still on the same, protests broke out along Ngong Road near the Nairobi Funeral Home and near Central Police Station as activists demanded justice for Albert Ojwang, who died in police custody under unclear circumstances. The demonstrators gathered at the roundabout near the morgue demanding answers over the death. Ojwang had been detained at Central Police Station over allegations of defaming Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat before his sudden death in custody.
We want to assure the public that we are going to stand by them as the whole process is conducted, and we'll be providing you with updates of what is happening as much as we can. So as soon as the post-mortem is about to be conducted, we will alert you and we will share with you the findings. So please just let you know, we want to give you that assurance that we are with you and will present the findings. We are standing with the family and we will not leave them exposed.
Without a doubt, Ojwang was in the hands of the police. He was in custody, ya polisi. And right now, he is no more. So we are saying that we will continue to fight. We will continue to try and save our Kenyan youth, because at this point in time, we are saying enough is enough.
Meanwhile, the Law Society of Kenya, LSK, has condemned the alleged killing of influencer Albert Ojwang. The society is calling for speedy investigations into the murder. The Law Society of Kenya, LSK, has demanded transparency from the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, over the unclear death of the influencer in police custody. While addressing the press on Monday afternoon, LSK President Faith Odhiambo called for the release of the names of the officers who have been interdicted, including those who moved Ojwang from Homa Bay County to Nairobi.
National Police Service owes Kenyans an explanation on why Albert Ojwang was handled with such animosity that he met his death within police custody. The rights enshrined in our Constitution apply to every Kenyan unless limited in accordance to the law. On account of their duties under Article 244 of the Constitution of Kenya, police officers are required individually and collectively to ensure that these rights are protected and upheld. Any action by police officers that does not only undermine the rights of any person, but worse, still discloses such arbitrariness and contempt for due process, as in the case of Albert, can neither be condoned nor justified. The treatment of Mr. Albert Ojwang is a betrayal against him and a betrayal against the people of Kenya. This cannot be wished away as an isolated incident because it is illustrative of deeper systematic weaknesses within the National Police Service. Kenya has no room for extrajudicial killings and criminal conduct by police.
And to the corridors of justice, a former Kamukunji police station officer commanding station OCS, Chief Inspector Robert Mugo, has denied that police officers were involved in any deaths during the June 2024 anti-finance bill protests. The officer testified in the ongoing Rex Masai murder case, told the court that between June 18 and 20, 2024, his unit was tasked with maintaining order in the Lower Central Business District. Mugo said that out of the 300 police officers who were under his command at the Kamukunji police station, just a few were assigned the lower side of the Central Business District and none was in civilian clothing. Mugo consistently maintained that the demonstrators in the area were not peaceful, but rather violent and criminal in nature. The inquest continues with more testimonies expected from and witnesses as court seeks to uncover the truth surrounding the events of June 2024.
There were riots within town which were brought about by the finance bill. Specifically, ours was to quell the riots and manage demonstrators. I was deployed at Rua CPD, that is my area of jurisdiction. And Rua CPD, we were dealing with routers, not demonstrators per se.
You are dealing with routers?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that Rua CPD is where?
Rua CPD covers from Ave Center, Ronangara, Rudhuri, Nyamakema, areas of Gikomba, Mudhurwa, and parts of Ngara.
And 2 people have died and many others left nursing injuries after a bus under the Metro Trans company lost control and overturned along Kiambu Road this morning. According to eyewitnesses, the driver was paving way for a boda rider when the bus lost control and overturned. Kiambu Road users have now called on the Kiambu County government to erect road bumps and flyovers on the road so as to curb the accidents that have become prone in the area.
Tulikuwa kwa Nissan tunaingia Joba, so from that direction tulikuwa tunaona dereva kutoka hiyo side nyingine ni kama alikuwa na hepa mtu wa boda, so kuhepa mtu wa boda hiyo ile alikuwa anasema anaweza kuja hii side bado angegonga watu, so when he was, I think alikuwa anajaribu kunegotiate kukuja hivi ndo gari kaanguka kutoka pale.
Mimi nimestukia tu kuona gari mbele yangu imeyuba na ilikuwa karibu kunigonga mbele, lakini kwa sababu nimemfresh mara 3 aka swift gari ikarudi side nyingine ya mkono wake.
Tunataka flyover na tukue safe. Tumepoteza watu wetu wengi, saa hii tunaomboleza.
Bumps kutoka AR, kutoka DCI hadi bypass.
Flyover pia tunataka.
Na flyover pia. Juu tunapoteza watu wengi. Hapa Kiamburo sasa ni mtiririko tu. Kila mwezi ni accident. Kila mwezi tunataka kujua ni nini inafanyika huku Kiamburo.
Elsewhere, economists and tax experts gathered for the PKF pre-budget briefing in Nairobi, where they dissected the implications of the Finance Bill 2025 and broader economic trends shaping Kenya's fiscal landscape. The event, hosted by PKF Eastern Africa, provided a platform for stakeholders to analyze the proposed tax amendments and their potential impact on businesses and individuals. Key discussions covered a wide range of topics, including tax reforms, economic growth projections, global trade impacts, budget priorities, and tax measures.
There have been a lot of efforts that have gone towards expansion of the tax base. There was a lot of focus on the real estate sector through the monthly rental income tax initiatives, the blockchain technology to make sure that there is some form of mapping to take stock of actually all rental properties in Kenya. You'll actually note the monthly residential income tax was reduced from 10% to 7.5%, just to encourage a lot of uptake. Remember what we call the MRI, the monthly rental income tax, is basically for any residential properties whose annual turnover is less than 15 million shillings. So you can actually see the way the taxation regime is stratified. It also sort of tries to give cognizance to those smaller businesses that need to be encouraged.
And Kenya's tech-driven agricultural sector is gaining global traction, with multiple Kenyan innovations earning top honors at a recent regional summit focused on soil health and sustainability. The event brought together over 24 trailblazing startups and research institutions, showcasing the role of data and technology in transforming Africa's agriculture. Kenya dominated the Data for Soil Health Challenge, with Y Center Shamba Solutions crowned overall winner for their AI-powered mobile soil testing kit that delivers a rapid, affordable diagnostics to farmers in under 15 minutes. Speaking at the event, the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, Mutahi Kagwe, emphasized the need to center farmers in innovation efforts.
Government, this is one of our priorities. We are spending so much money on fertilizers. We are expecting to spend about 19 billion in fertilizer subsidies. But there is no point of spending a single shilling if we don't know that we are using the correct fertilizer and therein the solutions that you are providing. Keep in mind, but while data is critical for our decision making, data is even more critical to the farmer.
And to the world of sports, NBA. All right, that concludes News Now at 4 p.m. with I, Sheilar Chelangat. More of those stories in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.